Hi everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel once more. Last time we saw how to create charts of accounts and main accounts. Today we are going to go a little bit further to something else, and that is exchange rate and exchange rate types in Dynamics 365. So without wasting much of your time, let's ride along. Let me increase the visibility of the screen for you so you can this is okay, this is fine. So now, what are exchange rates, or what is exchange rate in normal terms? Exchange rate is simply the value of one currency compared to another currency. For instance, £1 is exchanging as of now to $1.25, and the reverse is true. Now, why do exchange rates matter in business? We talk about exchange rates in business. Why do they really matter? So, companies normally trade globally, buying from suppliers abroad, selling to customers internationally, paying employees overseas, reporting finances in one company currency. Without exchange rate, financial reports will be wrong. Profit calculations as well will be wrong, and vendors to customers balances should be inaccurate. Before moving along, I want us to explore some key concepts of that will make us to understand exchange rate or that will make this easy for us. First, we have the concept in dynamics. We have the concept of currencies, and we have three key currencies in dynamics. That's we have accounting currency. The accounting currency is simply the currency of the company, or the residual currency of the company. That is the parent, where the parent company is, or the main currency that the company use. If the company is located in the UK, or a legal entity is located in the UK, pounds automatically is the accounting currency for that particular company. And now, moving along, we have the transaction currency. The transaction currency simply is the currency through which your transactions are posted. If a company is located in the UK and has several different branches, in China, you won't expect transactions to be posted in pounds. They will be posted in Chinese currency or in yuan. In Japan, the same thing. In Dubai, the same thing. So those currencies that transactions are posted in various branches is called accounting currency or transaction currency. Sorry about that. Then the last but not the least is reporting currency. Simply put, this is the currency through which you want to see your reports. If you are in China and you mostly post your transactions, or if you are a branch in China, you mostly post your transactions in yuan, then your reporting currency is yuan. That is the currency you want your reports to be presented to you for management purposes. Now, moving ahead, let's look at what is called exchange rate types. Exchange rate types is simply like a bucket of exchange rates. We have different exchange rates, which could be daily, which could be it like bank rate, which could be corporate rate, which could be budget rate, just different rates that we'll be comparing, or that will be in the system. And in dynamics, you have to configure these rates as well. So looking at it practically, let's move. So in order to navigate to create our exchange rates, we'll have to navigate to general ledger. general ledger, collapse all, currencies, and then let's first create our exchange rate types. So let's take new. I'll just use like our entity. Our entity code. Our entity code is 600. You could put, this is just me, you could like put the name of the entity here. For those that want to know, our entity code is coming from here. So I will just use the name here. Our name was Birmai D365 and then save it. That is our exchange rate type. Now, if you want to move to the next thing now, which is our exchange rates, you can move from here. You can navigate from here, or alternatively, let me duplicate this tab. Alternatively, ledger. Let's go back to general ledger. Click general ledger and come to currency exchange rates. That will still take you to the same place. So it's just me showing how you can easily navigate yourself. Each of the navigation or either of them is still very okay. Now, when you get here, you see our exchange rate type that we created. Make sure that is what is here. That's the code, as you can see. So I will click new. Now, which companies or which countries will you be will your current or with your parent company be located, or where will you have your subsidiary companies? In this case, let's assume that we are not even supposed to assume. Let's check our accounting or the currency we choose. So we can check that from going to organization administration. This is just also trying to validate organization administration, legal entities. We are trying to validate where our company is located. So automatically, I will use that currency as our accounting currency. So it's United Kingdom. So our accounting currency is pounds. So I will select from here. So now what we'll be doing here while creating these currencies is that we'll map the currency. That is, we'll take our accounting currency and map against our transaction currency. Like if we are to be transacting with a currency, with a company or one of our branches that is located in Europe, automatically euro becomes our transaction currency and pounds become our accounting currency. So we are going to map our accounting currency against the currencies we'll be interacting with, which is transaction currencies. So our accounting currency we are mapping from, let's say this is pounds. Let me just write sterling now. All right, pounds. Will it come out? Okay, pound sterling. And then the company, for instance, is located in Germany. Let's use euro. And let me just put euro here and then pick it. When you do that, then you click add here. Now, we are going to here, what are we doing? We are mapping the currency as of today, like the exchange rate as of today. How much is pound exchanging for euro? So I'll put the date of today, and then I'll put, let's just check. Let me Google it and put XE. Let's see how much. We are just comparing the currency as of today to see how much is exchanging for. So here is it. One, no, that's dollar. Let's go to pound. £1 should be £1. £1 is equals to 1.14. Let's just copy this and then chuck it inside here, which means £1 is exchanging for this. So at some point too, we can put it at the end of the month, like considering the fact that currencies and reports most of the times end of month activities and reports are done at the end of the month. So I could just put at the end of this month and assume, say it will be 1.15 by then. This is just an assumption. We'll look at this in the future. So that is us mapping against this currency, or our accounting currency and our transaction currency. This will enable us now to post transactions in the, like if the company, the branch is located in Germany, they should be able to post transactions and see their reports in euro. So I'll save it, and I'll add another one. This time around is still everything, you are mapping everything against our accounting currency. That is our accounting currency. Now in this case is US dollars. And then you add, as of today, what is the currency, or what is the exchange rate? Let's just do it down here and see how much is $1 exchanging, or £1. Sorry, we're supposed to put pound here. How much is £1 exchanging for dollar? Let's see. So let's put, this is pound. Okay, so it's going, £1 is equals to this. Copy this and chuck it inside here. So that's it. Let's just save this one at this level. And then if we want to do another one, we go ahead and then do it as well. We're mapping pounds against, that's our accounting currency, against our transaction currency, AED. This is dirham. Add £1. Let's see dirham. How much is £1 exchanging for dirham as of today? 4 dirham. So copy it and chuck it here and save. So what have we done? What we've done is we've mapped our accounting currency with our transaction currencies. We have 3 transaction currencies in this regard, and we have just one. There will always be only one accounting currency, which is mostly the residual currency, or the currency where the parent company is found. And we've mapped it with these transaction currencies. What does this mean? If you're trying to, for instance, this very high level information, when we start posting transactions, if you're trying to post a transaction and then choosing a currency that is not in this list, the system will not allow you. So that is what we've done. We've restricted it. Only this, we've just assumed that our parent company is located in the UK, and we have subsidiaries or branches in Dubai, in America, and in Europe. That's what we've done. And in this way, we've created our exchange rates. This is what is called exchange rates. And to move ahead as well, let me just add something. This is manually updated because at the end of the month, you have the creation is mostly done by functional consultants. We are the ones that create this. But at the end of the month, there are end users, in this case maybe an accountant, who does this now at the end of the month, end of month activities where you are closing balances. So they will always try to check to just make sure that there are no disparities, that everything, there are no excesses in currencies, or they are not losing. That's where foreign currency revaluation will come in, but that's something we have to look at in the future. But for now, this is manually done. We're doing it manually, but there is a way that you can get these exchange rates into the system. You can import them into the system. So how can you import them? If you see here, import exchange rates. So if I click import exchange rates, in this case now you have a facility where you can kind of, just a moment, let me cancel this. It's either you import it or you use an exchange rate provider. Exchange rate provider, I think this is the most appropriate way or the most recent way that you can use it. In this case, you are using another external software, an ISV in this case. So you have to integrate it in such a way that, so if you are going through this way, what does this mean? It means you have to integrate it with another external party, where you can then, here these are external parties, Oanda Rates and Central Bank of Europe. So if I click new here and then I'll just choose this one just for fancy reasons, choose that one. And if there is any case I want to add it, I can then use, there's supposed to be a couple of them here. So you need something like an API key, that is to communicate, an API key to communicate. So with that API key, you need to contact this Oanda, and then they will provide you with that API key for you to put here and then just save. And that is how you've integrated it. In that case, the currencies will be updating automatically. I think this is the ideal way to do it, but it's always good to know how to do it manually. We have seen what exchange rate types are and what exchange rates are in Dynamics 365 currency exchange rates. We've seen the types of currencies in Dynamics 365 in the name of accounting, currency, reporting, and transaction currency. And that's that for today. In my next video, I'll be talking about financial dimensions. Watch out for that. And don't forget, you're a Dynamics guy. Bye-bye.